No.
CCNTV, bringing you captivating news since 2019.
Hey. Welcome to another episode of Politics and Wellness. I'm your host, the captivating, the Christian, along with this guy next to me, Superfly, Super Daddy, Brother Nate, on this Superfly Tuesday to basically talk news, politics, and all the other messy shit that we love to hate. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I would have my little sound audio thing, but everything's not working today. And that's all right because the show must go on. How are you, Brother Nate? What's going on? How are you?
Doing quite well, sir. And yourself?
Good. I'm hanging in there, running around like chicken with head cut off because got a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I'm not here for the sound effects. Making it work. Your waiter or waitress will be around with your drink of choice, of course, as always. Take a breath. There's a lot going on. A lot of sick people out here in the world, and I mean physically sick and mentally sick. And I don't even know where to start. And it's a lot of stories today. So we're going to get through them as soon and as swiftly as possible. But we always going to make sure that we leave some nuggets. And of course, then get to the more relaxing stuff where we can let our hair down, at least some of us. And have those other conversations. Welcome, everybody. So without further ado, because I don't think nobody's here, everybody's just chilling, and that's fine. Let's get started with. Well, I'm not rubbing on the mouse. I'm on the wrong device. Let's see where we're gonna go first. Let's go to the most important stuff. Let's go to the goddamn measles outbreak. I'm sorry. Hey, my 2 cents. What's going on? Did I say that loud and clear for the people in the back? The measles outbreak. We ain't had the fucking measles in about 30 years plus. No, I just some of the stuff I don't even really want to like. It so irritates me that it's like, why go into detail? It's like, just say the title: measles outbreak. The fuck is the measles? You got kids that don't even know what the fuck the measles are. I mean, when I was a kid, they would always say, you got the vaccine, you had to make sure your shots for your measles, your mumps and stuff. But we never knew what the fuck they were. Like, it was like, what's that? I don't know. We just gotta make sure we've already had the shots. I hate taking shots. Well, the
Well,
kind that
if you were older, if you remember when your parents would send you over to your friend's house when they got the itchy scratchies or whatever it is they got, going over
my,
there and play with them. I hate that motherfucker. Why would I want to go over there and play with them? And you come back, I got these bumps on me. I think they got roaches.
it's itchy and scratchy shit. They had super bad bugs, but the itchy and scratchy show. Like, no, the only thing I had to worry about as a kid was the goddamn chicken pox, which I got, right? But not severely. Not like some people. Some people had it like all on
Yeah,
their face and shit.
yeah.
And it was related to my back. I think I had some on my chest or whatever. But my grandmother was
I told you I told you I was 23 when I got the chicken pox.
really
I was out there hoeing and everything.
wow. I got it.
Hmm.
I was 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 23, and I didn't know what I had. I was at work,
Oh
and
wow.
I told the young lady, come look at this. I said, look at my arms. I said, do I have them on my back? She said, if I ain't know better, I think you got the chicken pox. I was like, what? Yep, I would have worked for 2 weeks.
Right. I mean, I was itching like crazy. I couldn't scratch myself. My mother would kill me. So would my grandmother. She
Hmm.
was a registered nurse's aide, and she'd be hollering and screaming if I tried to scratch myself. So what I did was I would wet a rag and slap the shit out of myself
So I do that. Hmm.
with the rag. So
Yep.
I was doing that. I
Oh,
was
one of these
doing one of
reminiscent. That
these.
wig pat. Yep.
So I was doing that. Um, the caramel lotion thing was happening, but no, we didn't have to worry about the measles nor the mumps or any of that shit.
Yeah. Had the mumps too.
I don't even know.
And I think the only reason why I figured that one out, oh, my mother made me drink pickle juice, and it was so sour because your glands are swollen,
Uh huh.
and the sour, the brine or whatever it is in the pickle juice,
Hmm.
almost made you want to fucking pass out because it hurt so bad. And it's
Ouch.
like big ass thing sitting underneath your neck. Those are the good old days. We just had regular shit.
Drink some tussin. Take some tussin. Roll some tussin
Hmm.
on it. I guess them days of tussin. That and uh, what else? What was it? Something my grandmother used to get. That Tiger Balm
What?
and
What? Castor oil?
castor oil. Yeah, that nasty, gross stuff. Um, yeah, so this we are on par to actually have the measles make a great comeback. So much so that um, if it continues, and we're already half of the year already has gone, and the numbers are still
Oh my
climbing.
god.
And if this continues for another 6 months, yeah, we'll be on outbreak status for the measles.
Mhm. So you, so if you're around some kids you don't know, use my motto. Fuck them kids. Stay away from them.
Eh, well,
They
yeah.
been gave you some shit.
Now, there's two things about this outbreak. Two things. One, this seems to be nestled in areas that have a higher population of migrants, right? But two, and this is very important. A lot of these red states are having the largest outbreaks.
Yeah, they don't want to immunize their children, and evidently schools don't enforce it like they used to. I know you can't
You
go to
couldn't
school up
go,
here.
you couldn't go to school. Okay, you could not go. uh, Many of children got left back because you had to wait till next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? On that type of, you got to wait till next year if your stuff wasn't done in time
Hmm.
for you to go to school. Now it's just a free fall. But you're wondering why people getting sick. So definitely take a look at that. I mean, places like Michigan, Kansas, Ohio, Illinois, Georgia, Colorado, Arizona, North Dakota, and many others. And sure, the numbers are probably higher, but you know everybody want to keep it hush hush because they don't want
Right.
you to know how horrible they're doing. But you can thank your director of human services and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think that, if you can understand,
Yeah,
just wait for the text. Just wait for his text to come out.
I'm waiting for the bouncy ball. It's like, where's the translator? Um, and the shakes. Don't forget the shakes as he's talking and shit. Like, do you have something other than worms in your head? So yeah, the World Health Organization is about to demote our asses, um, basically because we have made everything a free for all, and with viruses or any kind of virus, since these people are so scientifically astute with any type of virus, when it's not controlled, right, and it's allowed to run free, it then adapts and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So far, only reported cases of 2 children and 1 adult dead.
Yeah. Yeah. When's the
But
last time you heard from someone dying from
I,
it?
but I'm sure the cases are far more. There are some that are hospitalized, but yeah, it's crazy and definitely nothing to take lightly. I mean, you see the response that this whole administration, some of them do, but I mean, hey, the shit brats with the captain to the COVID-19 outbreak. So you can just imagine if this gets any worse in the next 6 months, what this response is going to be. And not to mention all the safeguards that they like to say are now gone. So you good luck with that. Good luck with that. Just watch yourself and tell them kids to get the hell away from you. Tell them kids to get the hell away from you. Let's see what else we got. So much juicy tidbits. So that was our wellness moment, real quick. Any thoughts on that?
Fuck
No.
them kids. I told you earlier. Them kids. You don't know them. Tell them stay the fuck away.
Now, speaking of fuck them kids, I think you know they are marching to Gilead. I think there's not only a bomb in Gilead, there is a place, there will be a place called Gilead pretty soon. And for those of you who've watched or read The Handmaid's Tale, Gilead will be a real place. And these United States will become Gilead. And you say, why? I say because the IRS has just made a very clear mandate that churches can now participate in political functions. Again, I say churches can now participate in political functions and still keep their tax exemption things. Now, this, of course, has got white Christians, I hate other people other than myself, racist KKK members written all over it. I say that again. This has got them written all over it. All over it. And they're the most demonic, nastiest, just everything under the book that they talk about that they're against, that they're morally against, is the shit that they do. You heard about the Republican convention and the Jack and the Grinder blowing up, malfunctioning at these fucking conventions. You think all these okay. Okay. But basically what is really going to happen here is they're going to allow white Christian ideals to run the government. I mean, they've already allowed it now, but this is really going to put a stake in the party of either the Republicans or creating a whole new party where in which they will dominate the political scene, right? I say, hell, if you participate, you might as well pay taxes. You don't get to participate in the bullshit. Tell people who to vote for, how to vote, create laws that affect an entire society, but then you're able to sit back and go, well, I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't participate in everything that the government does. I just participate in the major parts. No, pay your fare. If convicted felons cannot vote and participate in the election process, then those who are tax exempt should not be able to participate either, right? Because if you let them in, you might as well let convicted felons who have served their time and now back into society, you might as well give them their rights back to vote. But again, this is a call to increase political influence in church. And again, right, Sebastian, you're absolutely right. What happened to the separation of church and state? This is no longer okay. Coming from a person who isn't religious his damn self. And this is the part that I'm not understanding about any of these self-righteous Christian people whatsoever. You can ask the man, what's your favorite Bible verse? Oh, well, that's personal to me, and I don't like to ask him anything about the Bible. He won't tell you because he don't know. He don't read it. He's not religious. He's using you as idiots, but they're using him too. Because they're trying to change this nation into exactly what they want it to be. Now, mind you, I don't know, but see, this is where education comes into play. The same dry, half-wet saltines that got on boats to come over here, while the black and brown people was already here, freeing from religion, prosecution, execution, and all that stuff, to be free and religious and practice any kind of religion they choose. It's amazing how now, in their almost 300 years of existence, now they're trying to dominate religion and only make this place a one religious type place. And if you're not that religion, there's the door. Funny. You show up on somebody's doorstep, they open you with open arms somewhat, let you in, crazy for them. But then you take over their house and you kick them out. You take over their whole house, you rearrange shit, say you bought it, you paint the house over, buy new shit, get your mail coming there, and move the people that's living there out.
Squatters.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So this will be some interesting bullshit. I don't really, I'm not a fan of the stronghold religious white nationalist kind of religion thing, because really it's nothing but racist propaganda and KKK clutched and glorified in Christian morals and righteousness, right? Which is total bullshit. But this is pretty serious. I mean, just for the simple fact that it will allow a lot of laws to be changed just locally. I'm not even talking about on a national level. I'm talking about locally. This will allow a lot of laws in your states to be changed, to be overturned due to religious morality.
Yeah, they're just going to chip away at everything.
Right. Right. You write in your own Bible. Oh God.
I know.
But yeah. So that's that.
I'm still trying to figure out why, Rico. Why are you still in your Barbie voice? Who were you laying out?
Right. Yes. that's that on
But
that.
she does need to get some teeth though. That looks terrible.
Who's
She
that?
should always use the avatar. I don't know the lady's name, but I was on the floor howling.
Ooh.
Oh, that Rico.
Oh, I'm confused. We dragging
He
on
said
here.
drag it on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, some people don't need to click that button. They just need to always leave that avatar up and have a backup one just in case
How about
they have a
they
camera slip.
need to be black and just talk?
Oh, just
Yeah,
nothing there.
just think that.
Well, it was a lot of blackness because she didn't have any. She didn't have no grill.
Oh,
that grill was raggedy,
that
but she was proud. She was proud.
to be a gummer, huh?
Silky, silky.
Now this can be a bit problematic. Of course, you know Darnell has always talked about bringing back stop and frisk, um, making this more of a police state nation or nation state rather. The White House has just given the thugs that have walking around here just grabbing people up and putting them in deportation, concentration, abuse camps. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Florida. We're gonna get to Florida. Uh, the White House czar. I don't know why they are fascinated with these names and
With these
titles.
names. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Like
I
what?
noticed that a while ago. It's like who are you modeling yourself after?
Yeah, right, right.
All these black and brown countries, the shithole countries that you don't like, but yet you use their terminology.
I mean, I'm trying to understand. But yeah, so the White House border person in charge has now been given the okay to just basically round up people based on their physical appearance. So if you look Mexican, if you look like you don't belong here, I don't know what that even means. If you look like you don't
Thank you.
belong here, they have the clearance to detain you, question you, and everything else. Now I don't know what you looking like you don't belong here means.
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Especially when this is an immigrant country.
Yeah, I mean that part didn't
I have
did
yet to I have yet to
didn't
understand that.
Saltines that come over here weren't they over here as immigrants? Weren't there people already here? Now, granted,
Hmm.
I'd give it to some of the natives that were here, but they all weren't feathers. There was some other people already here that weren't feathered. Okay, um, but that's another story for another time. However, yeah, that just means that they're gonna start rounding up everybody, anybody they feel like it. If they feel like you look
Yeah, just anybody.
like
Mhm.
you talk like, um, they will round you up. Now that violates a lot of people's just human rights, right? Um, and when you start, and again, this is where it don't hurt to read some stuff, especially some old stuff, so that way you get to see the old stuff play in real time with the new stuff. Because this is the same, I mean, same exact playbook. When they say this man and the people around him idolize Adolf Hitler, this is exactly how it started. Think of the immigrants as those German Jews. It's the same
Oh, it
thing.
was even before that. Before
Right,
them, they always talk about the Jews, but in the very beginning, it was the gypsies,
right. It
it
was
was the homosexuals,
right.
it was the infirmed,
Hmm.
um, and anybody else that wasn't
That was
deemed the Aryan, the model of the Aryan race,
right,
which was tall, usually blonde,
right.
and of German descent. Which a lot of them weren't even from Germany; they were from Romania and places like that.
I mean, even the person who talked about it himself wasn't German, let alone
Right.
blue
Hmm.
eyed and blonde hair. But again, another story for another time. However, this is gonna be problematic too. Because again, if you wind up in these predicaments and situations and there's nobody to get you out, nobody to know where you are because you just been walking down the street in the middle of the night minding your business and you get stopped. But because they're not getting due process, they're not getting the phone call. So the fact that you can just pick up anybody is a problem.
Hmm. And you're not dealing with the same average person on the street
Right.
anymore. How many people are going to allow, and especially in our community, that you're going to allow a masked person in some Walmart khakis and a blue shirt to roll out of a truck and to detain you, or to run you off the road because
Right.
they're doing that now too,
Yeah.
and pulling people out of the car. Oh, there's going to be so much violence.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is why and stuff like this and talk like this brings me back to those marches. You will not replace us. The jumping out of these Penske trucks with their
Yeah.
covered mask faces, because they would be the police behind these deportations. They will be the force behind it. And they knew it.
Hmm.
They're just following orders. This is a lot larger than we think. This is skinhead shit on steroids. This is not even KKK 2.0. This is KKK New Millennium. This is new. This is this is different. This is they were able to get it. They were already in society, but they were able to shed that whole kind of premise of them of their older selves, put on suits, be in politics, be in business, be in education, be in all these things to the point where now they control them. So now it's all about controlling you because they control everything else. Now it's about controlling the people. And you control the people with the force until the people fight back.
Right.
Not
Oh, and
much.
keep a padlock on you too. So when they hopping in the back of when they hopping in the back of those U-Haul and Penske trucks, you got 40 motherfuckers in there. Lock that door. I slap that goddamn click. I got a whole bunch of them,
Good
and I throw the
luck.
fucking key away. Sure would. You
Good
got to
luck.
let them out, sir. Find the key. I don't know.
Fine.
I was so frightened that the keys just flew out of my hand.
It's getting really hot in there. I tell you,
Hmm.
hot in there.
You
Speaking of hot,
thirsty?
right? Are you thirsty? Speaking of hot, the State Department is on track to fire 1,300 people. And this was last week, Friday, was it not?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, they
Yeah,
had already started.
it had already started. And when you look at it, you think that's not a lot of people, but it is. Those are families you're removing.
Hmm.
That's 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 housing you're disrupting. That's a lot of things. It's not just oh the person lost their job. Oh now we have all this extra money coming back. Again, like I said last week, where's the money that these motherfuckers were supposed to find? Where is it? That they were saving you, the American people. Yet this motherfucker still throwing dicks up in space.
Mm.
That's what they look like. They look like the shapes
I
of
know. I know.
between
Every
him,
time I see it,
between
he had
him
the
and
little he had the little white one. He should have got a big black one.
right, between
It'd be
him.
dicks in space.
They should have a whole show, dicks in space. But it looks like a penis. But anyway, um, and they're compensating for something. Um, but yeah, 1,300 people losing their jobs.
Right.
Um,
And it will definitely be more than that because it
right,
has that trickle down effect because
exactly.
they have other companies that have contracted with these different agencies,
Right.
and they're going to shut down because they no longer have the work.
I have to work. Right. Right. Um, yeah. So it's really crazy. But again, my question to all this firing and laying off and those searching for, oh, is uh, spending. We need to tighten up on the spending. Yeah, we need to tighten up on the spending. Yet these bills and laws that you're about to sign puts us trillions upon trillion dollars in debt. But we're saving
Right.
so much. Um, where's the
Yeah,
money?
because you're paying these people an early buyout. Now, whether they get
So
it,
much,
it's another thing, you know. But you're paying these people to leave early.
and all,
So,
yeah,
where's the cash? Where's the cash going? I mean, we know where it's going, but so that millionaires and trillionaires can have more cash.
yeah.
Don't they
All,
understand when? Don't they understand when your constituent, when your customers can't
yes,
purchase your goods? You know what's going to fucking happen,
you can't sell them.
right?
Yeah. So my motto is gonna be like, I'm gonna take it back to Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. Show show me the motherfucking money. Show me the Quan, as Cuba Gooding Jr. would say in the movie.
The
Where's
Quine.
show me the Quan? Because I need to see the money. 'Cause this is bullshit. All this cutting and all this getting rid of all these programs. Because there's more. Oh, there's more. We haven't even gotten even close, even close to it. Because the Department of Education, where are we? No, no, where you at? Where you at? No, not there. No, not there. That's horrible too, though. See, I hate that when they want you to sign up for stuff because now I don't know where my thing is. Where'd it go? Nope. Where did you go? Some old nasty white lady. Um,
Yeah, with the orange on.
the McMahon lady, who is now in charge of the Department of Education. There she go. And it's amazing how this is the second time, second go around, white women who children have grown up in private school. Um, they know nothing about public education at all, never did. Uh, even themselves have never. Uh, but have so much to say about the public school system. So much so that the Supreme Court has allowed Trump to lay off nearly 1,400 education of the Department of Education employees. Now, again, you may think, oh, it's not a big deal, but in laying off these people, that causes teachers to be laid off, that causes a trickle down effect to administrators in school districts laid off, school closings, and things of that nature. And for what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Anybody can guess? It's real easy. If you have a dumb as rock society, you get to control them because they don't know no different.
Yeah, the A1 lady.
I mean, it's just that simple. Why have the kids educated at all? Why worry about their education? Why not only education be for those who can truly afford it? Yet they still rob it. Anybody got Brett Favre yet? Did Brett Favre go to jail? Did anybody send his white ass to jail from stealing food stamps to build a volleyball court? Anybody take his ass to jail? No, I don't think so. He has he gone to jail yet? No, for stealing the food stamps. No,
Mm-mm.
they ain't call him the food stamp queen, did he? He's not
No, he's probably at Aldi's trying to sell them.
right.
So, I mean, ask me, help me find out what time he there. I need to do some grocery shopping. Hell yeah, but that used to be good deals back in the day. Hell yeah, I could fill up my freezer. Yep,
I prefer the
and get some Libby's juice.
I prefer the card. The days of the booklet.
Mm-mm. That and milk. I ain't never had so much goddamn milk in my life when they had Wick.
Oh, there you go.
Shit. Because it was always the standard stuff. And it's like, I can't drink this shit. It'd be all frozen in the refrigerator. It's like, you got kids here. Take some of these gallons of milk. Oh, man, it was great.
All these ghetto. Um,
Yeah, Aldi's is ghetto. That's what makes it Aldi's. That was before it became popular. It's a damn shame now. Everybody's going to have to be shopping at Aldi's.
but I'm a brand name person, so there's certain things I cannot eat. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pronounced that wrong. I pronounced it the Baltimore way. Aldi's. It's Aldi's.
Yeah,
We pronounce it Aldi's.
whatever. But yeah, so definitely check out that article. For those of you who are in education, my prayers are with you, and I pray that you get through your school year just fine. But
Yeah, because the standards will change.
yeah,
I mean,
same.
when they no longer do cursive writing anymore, which means that they don't even know how to read cursive writing anymore. Um, and just a lot of the basic standards throughout for
But,
the rest of the states.
but you think that is crazy that you don't teach something that is in the historical documents that you hold so dear as
You know
salt.
what?
Y'all talk about the Constitution up and down, left and right, as if it's
They couldn't read it.
right.
They wouldn't be able to read it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the point, though.
Yeah.
Don't teach
It's a totally foreign language to
yeah,
them, cursive writing now.
don't teach them how to read it. If you definitely don't teach them how to write it, they can't read it. So then,
Right.
therefore, what are you looking at? Oh, these are your rights. Oh, can you send them to me in text? Like, I mean, the shit just really is like I'm at a loss. I really am. I don't. But then these are the same group of folks that will sit here and tell you that they are for kids. They are pro-life and for kids, and that drag queens are disrupting the lives of your kids. And they are literally taking education, public education, away from some families that can afford it, but well, the private school thing, but it's more affordable and it's easier just to go to the public school. And from low income families that can't afford tuition, books, and everything else. That let alone teachers who don't already get paid enough sacrifice their own salaries to ensure that some kids in their classroom eat, that they have proper utensils to learn with, all that stuff. It is crazy. Only to write their
Uh,
signature. That's
you
crazy.
say cursive's not important. Well, it is important now because as you transition out of being able to read and write, you still have documents and things that
Yeah,
are written in cursive.
yeah,
You have, I mean, old stuff. If you say, for instance, if you were buying a piece of property, it's handed down to your family, you had it in your family for 100 and some odd years, all that writing is in
the
cursive.
cursive. Right. The
And
land.
if they can't grasp the basic of what the letters actually look like, it's a lost language.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's just another form of English, but they should be able to understand it,
Right.
and it don't hurt. And right, they can't tell time. they they don't even, I think it's
Oh,
just the concept
that's,
of it. You can
that's
see them gears clicking, and they're looking at that shit. And it's like, how do you get 5 minutes to one?
That's a whole nother
And I'm
thing.
like, dear Lord, I will go to a nursing home.
We
These motherfuckers won't be able to help me.
I don't understand. We've never had. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because when I grew up, and as I was growing up, we were walking into this whole digital age, right? But we still had clocks everywhere. You still had to tell time. You still had to, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Mhm.
still had the regular watch, even though
Yeah, yeah.
you may have had a
Mhm.
digital watch. There was no, uh, I don't know, that there was no sense of like pushing this thing to where everything is this way. But then you deal with like the older group, right? And I don't want to do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So it's just like, how do you push a society towards complete and utter everything's digital? And then you have people on the back end who refuse to move into this modern age and expect everybody to do.
Right.
Like they literally be on. I literally have to hear sometimes. I'm old. I don't know how to do it. You
Mhm.
do it. First of all, that's not in my job description. Secondly, one moment I'll get somebody to do it for you. But how do you not do these things? How do you not even attempt to learn these things? 'Cause at the end
To
of the day, it's
learn. Yeah.
about your finances. It's not about
Hmm.
it's not about mine. You
Right.
are blindly trusting someone
Someone
to
to
press
tell
a
you and to show you that
button,
you're and if they're actually showing you the right thing.
right, to press a button to ensure that your finances are safe. And the minute they press that button and that doesn't happen for you, it's a complete fucking meltdown. But if you took the time to at least learn the basics of it, you would then have a better grasp and you could see what you need to see to ensure that your finances are staying stable. Um,
Hmm.
it's crazy. Next was about to happen,
Yeah.
and it's a little off kilter, but next was about to happen. It's been a whole breach, and my theory is that this person, Darnell, and the rest of them, done sold all while they was doging and shit. They done sold all that shit to whoever had the
Yeah.
money. They done sold it because the amount of I got a call from this bank and they had my information and these are scammers making these phone calls. It's ridiculous. That's about to be the next thing to hit the news that there's been a huge breach and shit is out here. They ain't trying to say nothing now because of course they don't want to look with egg on their face. But them
Hmm.
motherfuckers done sold everybody's shit and the people got it.
Oh yeah.
So hide your shit, keep your shit on lock. And if somebody call you talking shit, hang up and call your bank.
Just hang up the phone. Yeah. Don't respond to everything.
Don't answer no questions. Just hang up and call the bank. Even if you think it's the bank, hang up and call them again. They have a log. They'll tell you somebody called at so and so time to ask you X, Y, Z. Hang up. Just hang up. Because they out here. Seriously. They are really out here. Scamming folks for their lives. And now don't be dumb. But this one lady, God bless her, but dumb as rocks, gave all her information because she thought that they were with PayPal. Said what? And they said that they were going, her account got hacked, and they were going to help her find the
Mhm.
hackers by charging her account and then give her money back on the back end. But they were going to use her account and charge it up to catch the hackers. I, I, I said, say what? I couldn't believe it. I literally could not believe it. But um, this is happening to people, your grandparents, your
Yeah.
somewhat senior parents. This is really happening. People are losing their entire life savings, everything, investments in everything. These people are really going after these people hard. And how did they get this information? Because it was sold to them. Because a lot of this information is only information that certain government entities have, like the Social Security, like IRS, like them same places he was going in there gutting and not allowing people in. These are the same places where in which this type of information would only be. So I'm just saying. Um,
Yeah, you're saying the elderly fall victim. Yes, because as times change, they don't know what to look at.
no,
If they're not comfortable with it.
they
And it's
don't.
nothing
They don't.
worse. It's nothing worse than trying to figure out what did they actually do. you know,
Right.
did you give them the information? Did you? Well, I thought it was, and they never. It used to be you would receive something in the mail saying you are the official winner. Just
Right.
contact
Yeah.
whatever. Now it's digital. It's on your phone.
Yeah. Right. You be waiting for Egg McMahon to come to the door with some balloons and shit. Tell me, I won. I think I won.
They say I'm the official winner.
Right.
Yeah, you and 5 billion other people.
But yeah, so definitely look out for your elderly, your grandparents, and all that kind of stuff. Help them with their finances. Help them secure their stuff better. Um, get them in the habit of if they don't know, then to contact somebody. If it's you, if it's somebody else in the family you trust to kind of help them through, because it's important. It really is important. They are being attacked left and right, and it's crazy. Let's see what else we got. Anything else on that you wanted to add?
No, just
Sir?
help the old folk.
Uh, yeah, help the old uh, non-conforming asses out a little bit. They need it. Where was I about to go? No, we did that. In some surprising news, the former city state's attorney Marilyn Mosby, who was convicted of mortgage fraud, has gotten her conviction overturned. Now, listen, I'm gonna just say it, and then I don't care how you feel about it. I'm gonna just say it. It
Oh,
was
Lord
bullshit
knows.
to begin with. It was bullshit to begin with. Um, it was simply because she chose to prosecute some good old boys in blue that killed a young man, point blank and period. And because we were in a time that the police did not do no wrong, even at the hands of death, murder, killings, it was still somewhat justified in a way. She was one of the first to actually take a stand as a prosecutor and charge police officers with the murder of Freddie Gray. And for that alone, they went on the hunt to find anything that they could to hang her with. Point blank, period. Sorry for the words, but I mean, it's very much the truth. Because the reality is, let's be clear, a lot of these politicians and people mix and mingle their money. They do because they have to. One, you got election regulations, so you can't have your personal money mixed in with your political money. So you will at times take money from someplace else, like a 401k, and put it as a down payment on your house, and then put that money back into the thing because you don't want to show too much money. You can't show too much money in one place. Like you can't have tons of money in your election kitty per se, and you can't have a whole bunch of money over here in an offshore account. It just don't work. They wind up coming to get you, and especially if you happen to be one of us in the political realm, they will come and get you. Now, if you a Donald Trump or some other cracker, they don't. Do they care? No, because he's been elected president yet again. So of course they don't care. Um, but of course, when you are us fighting for us, right? Even when you happen to be on the other side of the law, um, you get prosecuted. They going after Fonnie Lewis right now. They going after Letitia James right now for the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For the same stuff because they can't find nothing, but they're trying to prosecute these people for prosecuting them for wrongdoing.
Right.
Period.
They look at every little thing,
It's political. And
knowing that their predecessors did the same thing,
it's the
if
same
not
thing.
worse.
Where you
Between that, awarding contracts to family members, all kinds of
where you
all
think they
kinds
did
of
it
crazy
from?
stuff.
Where you think they did
Right.
it from? Because they'd already seen their counterparts do it. Now I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but I'm just saying you've seen your counterparts do it, so you go and do it. Look at Diddy. You think Diddy got that baby oil shit by himself? No, he was sliding around in Clive Davis slip and slide. Fucking Hugh
But he
Hefner
got
slip and
but he
slide.
got the recipe. He hold on to the recipe. He
He
ain't say
did hold
nothing.
on to the recipe. But anyway, back going
Rico, you know the recipe?
going back full circle to this, Marilyn Mosby, her conviction has been overturned as it should have been because it was unjust. It was basically because you're mad because she chose as a prosecutor who's supposed to defend the police, who chose to take a stance against the boys in blue, the thugs in blue, okay, and I'm not talking about the Crips, but the other thugs, uh, to uh, hold them accountable for a murder of somebody who was just in the back of a police van. Now, how you end up getting in the police van and when you come out dead?
hmm
That's
And that,
unexcusable.
yeah, and that used to be standard procedure when they would talk
Oh,
about a rough ride, and you're just sitting on metal benches
benches
in the truck,
and
in the
hand,
back of a truck.
yeah,
hmm
and handcuffs.
And,
They
right, and
bouncing
you're
on
sliding on no seat belts,
no
so you're
nothing
sliding, literally sliding back and forth.
and slamming in
It's
the stove
crazy.
and just anything. So how does one end up in a van going to uh, the precinct and come out dead? How does that
hmm
happen? And you mean to tell me nobody's going to be held accountable for a murder of a person that ends up in a van alive, out dead? But again, of course, does the times of Sandra Bland too. You
Right.
a traffic stop ends up her in jail dead.
Yeah, I hope she gets her license back too,
Yeah,
because all of that was just crazy.
it
I'm like, wait a
was.
minute, this is her
It was
money on
just
properties that she
absolute
purchased.
bullshit. But let's move right along. But
Yes.
yeah, so uh, it's an attack on folks for real. Let's see what's hate people.
Rico, you said they all been to the island. Have you been to the island, Rico?
Um, I thought this
Like,
was interesting. Former President Barack Hussein Obama uh, has basically had a message for the Democrats to toughen up. Of course, just a couple weeks ago, we talked about the Democratic Party basically putting a muzzle on Jasmine Crockett to basically uh, shut the fuck up. Because, of course, uh, white sensibility is very important to them. Uh, they don't mind, they may not like Trump's rhetoric, but they don't mind it. It's not offensive to them, but it is
hmm
offensive to them to see uh, black people assert their power and their own privilege in certain spaces. They can only take but so much, right? Uh, so, former President Obama has definitely Hopefully, he's woken some of these dead corpses up because some of them practically are on the verge of death. Um, to toughen up and stop looking for a fucking messiah. And like, real, in other words, get down with these motherfuckers and stop acting like, oh, we're just so much better than them, and we're gonna take the high road. Fuck this high road shit. You're losing shit left and right, waiting on this high road, this moral compass that we're so much better than them. Like, I'm not. This is not no. This is the good cop, bad cop kind of situation. This is not this. They are gutting laws as we speak. They're going after voting rights right now. They're going after the 13th and 14th Amendment as we speak. While we sitting over here singing Kumbaya, waiting for the best candidate to walk across the stage.
Yeah, but I remember too, the Dems are complicit. A lot of them are complicit with a lot
a lot of them are this.
that
A lot
stuff.
of them are just as wealthy and just as white, and they don't necessarily
And they
like
benefit from it also.
right. They don't necessarily like the talk, but they're okay because they benefit. They get the phone calls. Hey, take your stock out of here. Put your
Right.
stock in there. They get those calls. So they don't
But we have
mind.
to they have to understand, we have to understand that they're not like us either. And I think we need to come to that realization.
Real
They're
quick.
not gonna save us. We're gonna have to save ourselves.
Right. They were
And
never gonna save you.
come to the understanding that that's our fucking money and shit that they're messing with.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
That's it. That's it. That's all. So at a fundraiser for the DNC, he basically told them that. I mean, I hope they listen. I hope they listen. They're too busy trying to find some. Oh, we're looking for somebody nice. We're looking for somebody. Fuck that. Stuff is happening. You need somebody that's gonna move and shake this stuff.
That's
Don't
right.
worry
You need a ruthless person that does not share the same ideology that these current Democrats have.
Right.
You are far beyond playing by rules. These motherfuckers are playing for keeps, and people are actually dying in the process.
They are playing for keeps for real. You got Florida, Miami from the Miami Herald pushing out a story that they're canceling their election. How the fuck you do that? Easy. When people stop participating, the people who you let in can do what they want.
Right.
And you think it don't matter now because, it's just a local election. It's just an election for mayor or city council or whatever. Okay. And then it becomes statewide. And then it becomes national. And then what?
The Negroes were sent. You're right.
And then what?
Yeah, but it's easier to discourage people. It's more effective because you really don't have to do anything but just put out words and put out the thought. The thought is more powerful than them going around trying to gerrymander.
But I mean, they're doing it at the same time. Even though they're throwing thoughts out there, they're still going around gerrymandering right now. Like they're
but it's easy to come. They can come on here and just say, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's it. They haven't burnt any energy except for maybe the 15 minutes that they've taken to relay their message. And you'll have people that say, "Oh, whatever," because you planted the seed. I mean, because we see it in reverse and what they were doing with the Magites,
But I mean, you think about postponing midterms for any state.
Right.
Would have a huge effect on the state. That gives that particular governing body a whole 2 years to lock down
hmm
laws.
Definitely buys them more time.
So it's like, why would you even allow that? But again, when you don't participate in stuff, they get to do that. They get to run amok on the shit because you don't show up. You gotta show up. You have to. You're not gonna win every fight, no, but you gotta show up. You got to show up. This is crazy. Like I don't understand it. I really don't. Like I get it. You may not like one party, you may not like, but you still gotta show the fuck up. They are really ripping this shit from under you. And the fact that, and I always say this even to myself, the fact that our people, I ain't talking about nobody else because I don't give a damn. Sorry, not sorry. But our people has sacrificed themselves, their body, their lives to vote. And we think we walk around here with our privileged asses because we didn't have to do the hard work. In suits and Sunday dresses, getting their asses beat, dying to vote. But then we take it upon ourselves to say, well, I ain't voting.
hmm
And when the shit comes down as it's coming down, then we looking around for who to save who. This shit is crazy. Everything these people have fought for. And we sit up here and glorify these people every Black History Month and talk about these motherfuckers, but then turn around and spit in their faces. Of the sacrifices. You think a 30-year-old Medgar Evers wanted to get assassinated right in front of his fucking doorway? For you motherfuckers to walk around here and act like your vote don't matter, it don't care, it don't have nothing to do with nothing. Are you serious? And the countless other 19, 18, 10, 11, 7 girls that were just, hanging out in the basement during church to get bombed. You think they wanted to lose their lives and sacrifice their lives for you to then act like what? Nonchalant, like this shit don't matter to you, like you don't, this doesn't concern you. This is you. Where do we get so like them that we feel entitled to stuff that somebody had to sacrifice their whole being for? We're not too far removed. They already want to put laws in place for states that can refuse service to others, and they're allowed to do so upon their own moral compass of what they believe and how they follow. Can anybody say welcome back, Jim Crow? You ain't got to say it. It ain't got to be the exact words to do it. But it can be implemented. Like it makes me crazy. Go ahead. I can't.
Oh no. I'm good. I was just reading the comments.
I just think it's ridiculous. Like I'm not understanding. I'm really not.
Yeah, All Black was saying we need to give Black churches a little work to do. They got that tax exempt and went mute.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's the whole thing. Money is the whole thing.
Even with Black church organized a whole shutdown of the Montgomery bus conglomerate. The entire shutdown. It almost crippled the entire state. They didn't win because, it got press and people was like, what are they doing down there? Oh my God. No, they won because the state was about to go completely and utterly bankrupt because people weren't riding the bus. All from people decided, you know what? We can't sit on the bus where we want to sit. We ain't going to ride it. And churches organized people doing car rides, car sharing, walking together, all those types of things till you shut down an entire state from moving. So they had to come to the table and say, "All right, let's do something because we're hemorrhaging here." But then to turn around and now we act like what? Do what? All I'm worried about is flying in my private jet because I don't want to be around the people when I fly public because I'm religious and I can't be around the people. And driving whatever phantom car or Rolls Royce or whatever the fuck we want to drive, while our parishioners are taking cabs and Ubers.
Mm-hmm.
That's again, and I'm sorry to say it for those of you who are sensitive to it, but when you let white people in your shit, they fuck shit up. Segregation was fine. All we wanted was our own shit. But of course, when they start seeing the money in places like the church, like, all these people come into church because they come into church to meet community meetings. They come into church for social gatherings. The Chitlin Circuit is in the church, involved in the church somewhat. All the artists are coming to the church. All this money that the church was making during the civil rights movement. You don't think them white people saw that money? You know what we could do, right? We could put you on TV. Wouldn't you like that? And boom, there goes the whole organization of Community for the Black Church, thanks to TV evangelism. And once they was able to get in the doors there, that was it. Done deal. There's no more community.
But it always starts at home too, because with the loss of a lot of our older folk that actually lived during that time period, that don't glorify or that can, I can't look at it. Can't when when the church and other people glorify the things that have happened in the not so distant past. When you had Pop and Grandma tell you, this is what it was like, and this was at home at the dinner table,
right?
So you kind of have that break. It's a natural thing. You have that breakdown as far as people passing, right. But then you had the times too where the government has attacked us, and when you start breaking links in the chain, a lot of information is lost. And you need to have that information from your people because right. You know that they're not going to feed you some bullshit, like the guy that's stand up in the pulpit. That's going to be all he's worried about is how the books look.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Preaching you all this prosperity bullshit. But at the same time, let a storm hit and people need shelter, or you can't come in here. How the fuck are you preaching prosperity and all this stuff about the kingdom of God, but yet a storm hit and your place is the only place of refuge, but they can't come in here. And the only time they was allowed to come in here when you got backlash because you refused to let people come into your church. Like, get the I can't.
And that was because we didn't want you to mess up the carpet.
Right.
And then to turn around and find money in the wall. Buried in that wall. Yeah, how much they give that? How much they give that plumber? About $25.
Shit. And then even like when you say all black all day, that Essence couldn't even back out of the Target sponsorship. But look who Essence. I mean, granted, we need to. One thing we need to come to grips with to understand that a lot of things that used to be for us have been sold, and they're no
Yeah,
longer for us.
right.
They
And we
just
should move
utilize
on.
the name.
We should
We should
you already have the blueprint.
right create
Just
something
take
else.
it and rebuild your own because everything has a price.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything has a
They
price.
sold these things. So Essence is no longer the essence of like Essence
Right.
blackness. There are white people running Essence. They just put, us in the midst of, gathering the performers and the this and the that. So you think it's, oh, I'm going to meet with my people. But the people running it, as we saw from this previous, uh group, they not like us.
Hmm.
For real.
Yeah, and now it's even worse because it's not necessarily white people. It's other people in the diaspora that are coming over because, like I said, everything has a price. They're the
We
Nigerians or the Kenyans.
but
They've
we know
purchased it,
so.
but now they want to infuse their culture into it, and
But
it shouldn't be. If they
but
want one, they should have their
it's your
version.
own. Yeah, have your own over there.
Right. Have your own. Don't you are diluting it of what it actually was. No one's saying that you can't have your essence
Right.
Nigeria,
That's
you
right.
know.
Right. Nobody's saying you can't have your essence of Kenya or your essence of whatever, Tuku. Nobody's saying you can't. However, like, how do you do that? How do you? I don't. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't
Hmm.
get it.
No, it just proves that everything has a price.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
And,
that
and everything expires.
right,
I think we have to get used to that too. Yeah, you know what? It's comfortable. We've been with it since we were kids,
right.
and we were buying Blue Magic hair grease.
Oh,
We've been
and
keeping it that
that
long. But there
magazine,
comes a time when it comes a time when you find out that Blue Magic ain't good for you. It
yeah,
gives you tumors. It gives you cancer, and it's time to move on
right.
to something else.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
And we shouldn't be afraid to let it go
Yeah, I think we get
because
that
every
with stuff. We get scared of letting stuff go. I think
yeah
everything has a. I think everything has like its time and
mhm.
a place, and it's okay for new things and new ideas. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
because we are changing as a people. We are no longer the same people that we were 10 years ago.
Right.
As you can see by our kids, they're dumb as stumps. A lot of them are.
Yeah,
But there's a change, and you shouldn't be afraid of change. Once you stop changing,
yeah. You
you'll end
stop
up like the United States. Now that's why we're in the predicament that we're in with them.
living. Uh, yeah,
That's right. People need to keep and move forward.
yeah.
He say, "Joe, all right."
It's like make your own spaces. Like I mean,
Right,
I'm not a fan of Tyler, but he said it best. Why are you waiting for a place at the table? Build your own. We constantly
right,
waiting for a place at somebody else's table that don't see it for us. They
right.
want let them have it. Let them have it. You know how you show them? You don't show up. You don't put your money into it. You don't, you go to New Orleans some other time.
Hmm. And
You
you
don't
build a new one.
right. You definitely do. You do not participate in the bullshit, sir. I don't know where I went. I disappeared.
That's right. Don't be afraid to let go.
But yeah,
Everything has its time. Everything has its time. It has an expiration date. It's
yeah.
time to move on.
You gather the resources, you gather the connections, and then you build
Hmm.
your own, and you use those
Right.
same
You have the blueprint. You
that you
have the blueprint,
and you
especially something like that particular festival,
yeah,
but that in general, because it's not just Essence, it's Jet,
yeah, it's yeah,
Black Enterprise, all of these things. They will everything be will always be absorbed into a larger money
right,
maker, and they always everything. Look at BET.
right,
BET,
right. Soul
it
Train,
gets
all
absorbed.
that.
Right. Soul Train with no soul.
Right. The train.
That's it. So, and that's it. I mean,
On the
yeah,
Amtrak.
yeah.
What is that?
Mm.
But yeah, it becomes becomes very
No, it
void.
could be Carnival Cruise. It's Carnival Cruise.
Yeah.
No, not anymore, because they gonna stop you motherfuckers from putting boots on the deck
Get
and
these niggas
fan
off!
it.
Get these
That's
niggas off!
right. Hmm.
We went from not being on boats and ships and things to now going back
Yeah,
to being boats on ships and things in a
right.
celebratory way. And then you mofos, because not all of you, it's just
Y'all
you.
fucked it up.
Fuck it up to the point where now, but I get it. I'm thankful that it's the cheap versions. So
Hmm.
a little hot weekend, you leave on Friday, come back Sunday, them one
Sunday, yeah.
like $500 a person. You know,
Shit, the only thing you will be able to do is the Soul Train line day. We're comfortable with that. We can
right?
do it too.
You can do it. Yeah, come on. Now I don't. I was watching a lot of people talk about it, and it was like, oh, because they don't know how to act. That I disagree with. I don't think we should always be acting a certain way or have to act a certain way around these people for them to
Right.
quote, be accept. You know, for us and our behaviors, our different ways to be acceptable to them. I do think maybe just have some overall decorum about yourself. Really, I
Yeah.
don't.
Remember, it's age appropriate. You're not gonna be out there shaking
Right.
your
I
your
mean,
new BBL.
you out.
You know that there are kids on these
There's kids.
things. You know, you kind of curb the cursing, the
Yeah,
language.
right.
That's why. But see,
And when you
you
know
have
you
to
can't
fault.
drink your liquor because you drink too much, and then you start looking at your girlfriend and she's shaking too much ass, and you seeing niggas watching her, and then you want to fight everybody for looking at your girlfriend, then
Hmm.
stop drinking so much. Don't get the all you can drink package. Maybe just have a drink or two, and you get a little hot headed. You walk the fuck
You get your
away.
money's worth.
Yeah, you walk the fuck away. No, these motherfuckers want to see it. Like I don't know. Like I really don't know what it is. But at the
Hmm.
same time, it's like, no, I don't think we should be walking around here. Oh, master's looking. Act right, y'all. Master's looking. No, I definitely don't think we should do that. But come on, have some kind of like
No, but
that.
that's society's fault too, because there used to be rules for certain uh, activities
Right.
at a
Yeah.
certain at a certain time, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, all them goddamn kids was where they were supposed to be in the bed,
Right.
whatever, and it was supposed to be for adults. Everything is not Disney. Everything is not family oriented. Sometimes I want to go and get fucked up and have a good time and get pissy drunk and have a
Right.
good time. I don't
No
want to worry about
kids.
the kids.
Shouldn't be no kids hanging around
Kids
my
around,
house.
right?
They
And we should understand that too, that you can only really turn up in an adult fashion
right.
after 11:30.
Right.
I mean, if you remember music, you would not hear curse words or anything like that. First of all, you wouldn't have heard them anyway.
Right.
But then it got to a point that after 11 o'clock, especially at the 10 o'clock, I mean, after 12 o'clock, you would hear club music. That's why they would always make club mixes.
Right.
Club mixes were for at the club at the adult and everything. They had all, and it was more suggestive. Is virtually two different types of songs, same song,
Right.
but you had the radio clean version, and then you had the club version. Now
Mhm.
we want everything to be the club version, which
Right.
it shouldn't, because everything is not appropriate. I want my grandmother sitting up here listening to that shit. I was like, Grandma, what you listening to? And then she go out here and try to sing that shit and had the words all wrong. And you ask her, you know what you singing about?
Right.
She's like, I thought he was praising the Lord. Well, he praising something, but that's no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
I mean, just like years ago, at around 11:30, the Quiet Storm would come on, and as a young person, Quiet Storm, that's grown folks' music. That's something about to either happen or something. I'm not supposed to be listening to this, and
Mhm.
it's just like all that's gone. All that's gone. What happened to the street lights came on? Bring your ass in the house. Like all that's gone. Kids are just out. Just everything is, you know, Gorilla Meg and yeah, all that. Don't even say no big thing. That's
Hmm. Sebastian was saying, I wonder how Obama is going to respond after Trump said that he created the Epstein list. Yeah, I did. I kind of laughed and chuckled at one too. It's like this nigga.
speaking of
Um,
list, you know his Republican counterparts put a freeze on the exposure of the Epstein list because
mhm.
Donald Trump's name is all over the motherfucking list because that motherfucker kept calling his ass trying to get an invite to the island because he knew them young tenderonis was gonna be there. Them little slightly moist saltine crackers was young age crackers was gonna be up in that island and he wanted to be there all the time. Anyway, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
That what was that? About him creating the list. He has an excuse for every goddamn body. That Donnell got an excuse.
He lied.
Somebody's always doing so. Always, this nigga lies constantly,
He always said, I
constantly,
don't
and
know this.
somebody's always fucking with him.
I
Why would
don't
they fuck with you? You
right.
stink. you stink. Nobody want to be around you. They know you're just everything is a constant lie. You
Right.
lie about everything.
Every fucking thing.
Everything.
All the
I
time.
was waiting for him to say it was that it was Kamala Harris that
Yeah.
made up the list. Her
Yeah.
and Biden. Everybody else is doing something to him. Motherfucker, you a second thought.
Yeah.
Nobody want to hear about you. All we want you to do is fucking die. Please do us that favor. Just die.
Yeah. So
Oh, oh
Republican.
shit! I wouldn't even look at camera. What I missed, but I'm sorry. That's my
I
fear.
know it's fine. It's fine. It's quite all right.
Please,
So,
Donnell.
so, so the Republicans have put a freeze on these Epstein
Pretty
file
please.
releases
Pretty please.
because, of course,
Just
they
keep
want
going.
to stay in his good graces. Okay, because they're afraid, and they just as pussy as the Democrats, to be very honest with you, because they're afraid that if he get up there and on the White House lawn and tell other people that are in these states that could go either way to vote for somebody else, they could lose their seats. But when these people actually see what's in these fucking bills and they actually lose their health care and lose their social security and all that, they will lose a lot more than some seats because the people will know that they got had.
Right.
I'm
And we
sure
actually get to see how many pedophiles are on that list.
right. But this is the whole thing. This is why they killed him in the first place because it would have been he was not going to go down without exposing all these motherfuckers, all of them. And Trump wasn't the only one that was in jeopardy.
Yeah, the only one we really heard about was Prince Andrew.
Right. He wasn't the only
Now
one.
he was. Now you know the Queen Mother wasn't happy about that.
No, she wasn't. She fixed his ass right before she croaked.
So you better get your shit straight.
Right.
I give you all these rubles, and you go up there to buy some dirty ass, just common ass. Now you're on the list. What am I going to do with you?
Right. Just
And
absolutely.
I just want to know who else was on there. I really do. I mean, besides like the unexpected, the one that'll really make you go like, who?
I said besides the common ones like the Bill Clintons of the world. I know.
Yeah, we know. Look, I say it all the time. Hillary wasn't mad because he was getting head in the White House. He was mad. She was mad. Yeah. No, you know Clarence was in there. All of them nasty.
For the most part on that list. Majority of the Republican Party on that list.
Yeah.
Find out if
Tip O'Neill. It'd be like Tip O'Neill. It'd be like blast from the past.
I wouldn't be surprised if Oprah was on that list. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, even if they didn't do any more, but they would be people, even if they didn't participate, they were aware of what was going on, which makes you just as guilty, especially when it comes down to child trafficking, that type of thing. Because that was the thing they were trying to get Diddy on was on the trafficking part. You have underage people doing all of these types of things.
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
He said, it's crazy, 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 crazy.
Mm, mm. Yeah, but they got another rude awakening coming for them too. Oh, just wait till another Maria come dancing around Puerto Rico again and wipe the nation half out again. And
Mm.
he start throwing paper towels at them like he
Paper
did.
towels again. Oh yeah, no FEMA.
If he do that,
People still down there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you think it's a game. People, this flood right now. It's been a very bad flood, but I do appreciate the flood wouldn't have happened had you left the things in place that would have been able to safeguard the people from this kind of thing happening, like the early warning signs, all this stuff that you think, it's no need, it's no need. It's like throwing out a fire extinguisher, saying you don't
Mhm.
need it, and then a fire breaks out, and you're like, well, how are we supposed to do it? Where's the fire extinguisher? Oh, I got rid of it. Why the
Mhm.
fuck did you do that? Like, maybe it's just me.
Right. I mean, and the things that we don't see, like the preparation of when the storm is coming, that emergency crews are already set up in the next state to get right in there as soon as something happens. You did hear about them. I can't remember the name of the town, but they have a black firefighter, the head of the firefighter or whatever. And now the mayor of the town that was really hit bad, they want to get rid of him.
Oh, you
But
don't
his town is 2 hours away.
say
The
what?
the yeah, the head of the firefighter
Yeah, union
that's
or
in a neighboring town, which is 2 hours away,
right.
they want to have a vote of no confidence so they can remove him because they said he did not respond fast enough. But his town is 2 hours away.
So why
They're just looking for
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like that is yeah, his town is 2 hours away. Why wouldn't you get rid of him? Why don't you get rid of your who's
because
in
he's a
charge?
black man and he's a black man and they want to just shift the blame.
I
What
know.
does he have to do with what does he have to do with anything?
What does
You
he have to
know.
happen in your town who the people who are in charge of
Hmm.
safeguarding your town failed? What, yeah, he must be a married guy. Must have been a married hire.
See, these storms are man-made. They are intense. Well, yeah, they are man-made because when you don't believe in climate warming and changes because of all the pollutants and what a couple of degrees,
Hmm.
the changes how it would affect certain areas. This is the wettest fucking summer I've seen in decades.
Talk about
It feels like Florida.
it.
Hot in the morning,
Right.
severe thunderstorms.
Yeah.
I mean, dumping gallons of water in 15 minutes, and then it clears back up, and now it's all humid again. It's like that same cycle over and
Oh,
over and over again.
yeah. Very true. Well, it's either that or like any other year. Cut your water off. Don't have water on it. It's a drought.
Hmm.
So,
It's a drought. Yeah, don't go out here watering your lawn. We're calling the cops.
yeah, right.
Fuck you. You don't pay my high ass water bill.
Right. That part. But yeah. What else we got? I guess
Do the one about the overdose.
yes. Where
'Cause that was right here in our backyard.
was it?
I got some stuff to say about that shit.
Sure, no problem. Let me get to it. The postponed election. Yeah, there you go. So it's called Baltimore Wake Up Call. This was on, I think, the Baltimore Banner. Um, it's about overdosing, a mass overdose. They have created a response team to help with responding to overdose situations quicker, to saving lives. They've been going into like abandoned homes and places where they would have, I don't know, I guess drug binges type deals, and like literally going in there and then saving people from drug overdoses and things. So, your thoughts on this whole thing? Which I personally, just real quick, I'm gonna just say that because all of a sudden a lot of crackers start getting high and overdosing, now all of a sudden we so concerned about drug overdose in this area or in any areas, um, in any of the major inner cities. But that's just my thought.
Mhm. Okay, if you all remember when they had the riots here, uh, this intersection is Penn North, well, Pennsylvania Avenue and North Avenue intersects.
Okay,
This was that one that they were
marching in Brooklyn.
marching and protesting and everything. This is that area. It's um it's a low income area, but
Mm,
that particular intersection is like 3 or 4 blocks before gentrified areas now because they're redoing everything.
okay.
Now, um, couple of things. One good thing about it is now supposedly this they're saying this is a high drug area,
Hmm.
and I find it really strange that all of a sudden
Hmm.
we have people out here giving testers.
Hmm.
Those are samples for the folk that don't know. These are samples of the product that's out there.
Hmm.
Okay. And all of a sudden, there's a bad batch
Hmm.
out there. So people are falling over in the streets. You know how they usually
Yeah.
pretty much bend over and yeah, and they were falling out on the street. Now, the one good thing about social media, I heard about it on TikTok
Mhm.
before it even hit the news or anything or people were talking about it. Okay, because there was a woman standing there. She's like, I don't know what the hell this shit is, but tell your people don't be buying no shit from down here at Penn North, because these motherfuckers falling out in the street, which they
Yeah.
were literally falling out in the street. That's how quick this shit was hitting them. Okay,
Yeah.
now, so they were able to, and luckily they monitor social media too, so they were able to send people in there and confirm that yes, people, whatever it is they were taking,
Yeah.
was trying to take them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's my theory. Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore City, for the
Hmm.
past couple of weeks, has it has been announced that the crime rate in Baltimore has been
Uh-huh.
significantly down.
Yes.
Okay, significantly down.
Yes.
This is the DEI mayor that
Hmm.
has something to do with the boat running into the bridge up here. Okay, so I'm like, the first thing I'm thinking about is, and it popped right in my head.
Yep.
Why Darnell send these motherfuckers over here, the FBI,
Huh.
to spread that shit again, like they did before? Because the CIA did
Hmm.
fund the crack epidemic.
Sure did.
So all of a sudden, because this is Baltimore City, and
How horrible it
it's
is. So
it's
bad.
horrible. It is. It's really bad. Really, there's a lot of bad people on bad streets and the bad whatever. And I just found it really strange. And that was the first thing that popped in my head.
Yep.
It's like, wait a minute, crime is, I mean, down.
Mm.
It's really quiet. You say, it's the police? No, it wasn't the police. It's the government. I
Mm.
believe it was the CIA. I would believe the CIA or the FBI or what? Who said? He said, "Oh yeah, fentanyl."
Mm.
They're not. Well, from what I've read so far, they still hadn't confirmed. But I just found it strange that within this 2 to 3 week period, that all of a sudden these motherfuckers been mixing this shit up forever.
Right.
And I mean, and when was the last time I heard testers? They don't even that terminology is old, you know. nobody. And then when they gave it the name, which is New Jack City, I was like, who the
Yeah.
fuck came up with this shit? I said, this shit is reminiscent of when crack first hit, because that's exactly how it happened. You have all these people rushing in to get these free testers
Right.
because I mean it's free drugs.
Yeah. That's
But
it.
I'm just looking at the timing of all of that
Right.
because here you have this black DE, you know, mayor
Right.
that has been in the news about the fact that he's able to
Right.
get for
Turn it.
whatever he's doing, turning the city around, or we're just hitting in that, we're in that period now where, people have jobs, they're able to make a living,
Right.
um, and this is what happens.
Right.
This is what happens when you have enough resources that people can fend for themselves, though it may not be a living wage,
Right. But
but you could actually do something with it.
he's also providing education,
Right.
education and
Hmm.
training for individuals. So it's like he's actually doing stuff so people won't have to just be on the streets and doing all kinds of stuff. So it's not like
Hmm.
just throwing money at people in situations. You're actually giving them a way out completely
Yeah.
through
And they were giving away Narcan. They were
Mhm.
giving that away. That's a standard thing.
Right.
You could order it or whatever. They have people in the area that work with different organizations.
Mhm.
But I just saw that the timing and the area
Of
that it
course.
was in, because there are some areas. This is not a bad. I would walk down the street
Mhm.
in this area.
Right.
Now, when that motherfucking lights get dark, that's an old goddamn story. I'll be on that goddamn subway. I'm getting the fuck out of there. But I would walk. I would be right there because they have a Rite Aid. I don't know if it's still a library there, and Human Services, and you know, uh, it's if you're familiar with Baltimore, it's near the Mount Royal area, which is
Mhm.
right down the street, which is the arts district.
Okay.
Like I said, it's like night and day,
Mhm.
and it's like with a couple of blocks, it's night and day.
Right.
But yeah, when I first thought of that, I said that goddamn Darnell, he done sent these motherfuckers in here to do this shit,
Yeah.
and it just looked real suspicious.
Hmm.
And then when I was explaining it to a couple of people, and it was like, you know what, it's like, wait, when was the last time we heard people selling, not selling, but giving away testers? People don't even do that anymore. And
Yeah.
it's like, how you fuck up on the recipe? Grandma gave you the recipe. What you trying to do? Tweak it?
Yeah.
What
Well, I
else
mean,
can you do
it,
to it?
it, it makes sense. I mean, they talk about this huge fentanyl, outbreak and all this other kind of stuff, and it's like, well, it would make sense that you would put them in places where you already kind of chalk it up as being a bad area, high crime, and all this type of stuff. And now that this mayor has been getting total praise, not only from
Hmm.
his city, but outside of the city, he's being recognized for the stuff he's doing. Because of course, you tried to hang him up on a accident that just mainly happened because a ship ran into an old bridge.
Because the ship lost power.
Right.
But then too, I listened to the wording. Now it has become an open air drug market, and that was never that. So now you have to look. Propaganda's every goddamn where.
It is. That's crazy. Mhm. So definitely check that out. That article again was in the Baltimore.
Yeah, there's like 25 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first thing I heard was on TikTok. And girl like, y'all better tell your people don't get that shit whatever they getting down here, because they dropping. You can't get no realer than that.
Yeah, right. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I think I may have been um, somewhere close there. I was trying to get a suit altered,
You-
and it
mhm.
was sitting.
Coppin State. It's like 2 blocks from Cop. It's like on either. It's like in between Mount Royal and Coppin State College.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Wow!
Okay. So you have a whole college in the college campus.
Yeah.
Mondawmin Mall is maybe a mile up Pennsylvania Avenue,
Okay.
but yet it's an open air drug market.
Wow.
No, you buy your shit from wherever.
Right. That's crazy. crazy, crazy, crazy. I think we're gonna touch the other one next week. Do we want to talk about that? I didn't get to read the last one, so if you know more about the last one than I do, then you could take that one. Or I could just save it to
That's
next week until I.
I know we can scratch it.
Oh, I'll save that one for next week. What did I have here? Where you at? Are we gonna save this one for a lighter moment? Are we gonna get light with this one, the Diddy one? That's the last
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
one. All right.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll save the other two for next week. So now that I guess sentencing is coming for the oil man, um, everybody's like, "Well, what's gonna happen to his stuff? What's gonna happen to his stuff? What's gonna happen to his stuff?"
No, I don't know what's going to happen to all that oil.
I mean, I personally think most of his stuff is probably tied into with his mother and his other
Yeah,
companies like Sean John and all that other stuff. So I
yeah,
really,
because you know when this first
yeah, they locked all that
w-
down.
st-
Yeah,
yeah, when he first in the very beginning he started getting inklings that
that
because
they
you know when he paid what's her name, was that Cassie? He paid her right off from the get go. He started shifting all of his properties and things like that. That was the smart thing to do, so that they'll always have something.
right, right. Uh,
So yeah.
so I'm pretty sure most of that is locked away. Um, will he live a more modest life? I'm sure of it. I mean, it won't be like nothing like we live, but I think he may tone it down a bit. Just because you don't know who you can trust. You don't
Right.
know who you can trust.
Oh yeah,
So
everybody's a suspect.
yeah, right, right.
And you know
Uh,
what that means? You know what it really means? No more parties.
yeah,
No more parties.
at all, at all.
Mm-mm.
Um, yeah, because you don't know who's told what. The people around you that may have said that they never said nothing, you don't know if they've said something because there's certain information that I'm sure that they done shared with him now that they know that only certain people would know. Personally, I still think he has something to do with Kim Porter's untimely demise from here, but we shall see. Just like I'll be sure is almost out of here, just like Jamie Foxx almost out of here, and countless others. I think he has something to
Yeah.
do with it, but
And, yeah, I mean, yeah, look at their illnesses. Their illnesses weren't like, oh, he has high blood pressure, he has diabetes.
common
No, that motherfucker, it's like,
heart attack dead. Like, how the fuck? Like, and first of all, you never even heard of Kim Porter being sick at all. Like, at all. No word. And then all of a sudden, boop, gone? Like, even I'll be sure. You never really, I mean, granted, he was starting to look like uh heavier, but it
mm,
wasn't like nothing where you like, oh, okay, like I get that, but it's like all of a sudden, like, wow, like it was just crazy. So I'm thinking, yeah, thinking he might have dodged a bullet with this one, but
but he's gonna do some time. Except for the only thing is the big time he was able to dodge that one because they really had to prove those RICO charges
right.
on that, and it just wasn't that.
So they still having parties. Mm,
Yeah,
uh,
because once they got into the groove and that and they got into that oil,
yeah,
they did say the blood and the oil, but you know, they were complicit with
yeah,
it. They didn't stop. They didn't say it happened one time and I never went back.
right,
Then they
right.
start. Then they start getting paychecks. You start getting a paycheck.
Then it's on and popping. You just keep
It's
on.
on the popping. Well, might as well. They say your younger years, you might as well be a hoe.
Till the money stops. Now, once the
Right.
money stops, then it's a whole different conversation.
Well, yeah, they should have banked it.
Yeah,
Let's see. Sebastian was saying, oh, Sebastian was saying, having a bunch of Trump associates gone to jail for child-related crimes. That and a lot of those evangelicals. There's
Yeah,
like a whole ring. There's like a whole ring of them.
you never forget
Eh,
the what they used to have a show, a reality show. It was like a whole family, the father and the mother, and then all the kids, and one of the sons uh, ran for Congress, but then he won his seat, but then he wind up having to step down from his seat because he had allegedly touched on his sisters.
I remember that. I remember
That
that.
got exposed. So a lot of them are creepy. Yeah, a lot of them are creepy,
Evangelical. Remember that word?
and they strictly religious and all
Yeah.
moral, but do the
Just
most ugh, despicable shit. That's why I can't. You will not get me to buy into this whole kind of religious morality bullshit from these people. They can't. You can't. No way. No
mhm.
way. They talk that shit in one breath, and in the same breath, they talk such hatred and vitriol that it doesn't make any sense. The two don't go together.
Yeah, and they walking around smelling their finger.
Hmm.
And you say, yeah, Albie Short, yeah, he narrowly escaped death.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when they showed a picture of him, I didn't even recognize him. I was like, what the hell happened? Usually even if they haven't been on the scene in a while,
Right.
they'll say prayers up or something like that. And it's like, well, what the hell happened? He went and got that scented flavored oil. That shit was
Diddy cocktail.
powerful.
He had that Diddy cocktail, knocked
Mhm.
almost sent his ass on out of here.
Right. Me and you are the same, Sebastian. I believe in God, but I don't believe in church.
Yeah, the church has become a whole organization, a whole organization. And let's
Hmm.
not forget, as much as they try to remove themselves, the Klan themselves were a religious organization.
Right.
So, no, you can't, you cannot get me to fall into the trap of white Jesus. I can't do it. I cannot do it. No, not at all.
And they seem to be the worst, I tell you.
Anyways, the absolute worst. All right, so we're gonna switch gears for this last 10 minutes because I feel like I'm sleepy, and yeah, I'm going to bed. I was doing a lot of running around, and I feel like, oh God,
Been, been real busy. Been a busy man.
I had.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
All right, now this is the part of the show who said that where we talk about who said that and stuff and other stuff and YouTube stuff and anything that anybody comes up with or thinks about. But my thing here lately, as I've been working and listening, I'll say two things. Just Krista, just Krista. I don't know where this person has come from, but she's quite funny uh, to me. She's been going back and forth with, I guess something had happened over the Brianna's, the pizzas, the Lady Nikas, and the ODSs of the world, I guess. And she has, in her words, had enough of being talked to a certain way. And she's caught herself clapping back at all of them. And, go listen for yourself. So I'm not going to go into what she said, but it's just some of the stuff, like the way the way she says stuff when she talks about like teeth and things, and the way she phrases her question when she's asking like, "What about your teeth?" cracks me up every time. But um, how can I put this? But I do enjoy like people actually standing up. Now, it's one thing to stand up for yourself, and it's a whole other thing to stand up for yourself and stay stood. You know, because some of you people be good, and then you cave, and then you fall back down, or you go sit down. And you just want to stay standing, stay in that energy. Um, but I do appreciate when people do stand in their energy. Like if you had enough, you just stand in it. Um, Also, when other people think like, "Oh, you don't have no numbers, nobody's gonna watch you. Uh, it doesn't matter. We can block you out." It's YouTube. You never have enough power to do that to anybody. Somebody's gonna watch it, and then if somebody else watches it and says, "Hey, go check this out," other people are gonna go watch it. And the more you talk about it, the more people are gonna go watch it. They're gonna go want to find out what she said, what was it, and all this stuff. So, I mean, it's still, you know, it just it doesn't. I mean, I guess it sounds nice when you guys say it, or you think you saying it because you think it makes you sound or feel important. But the reality is, you can't stop that. You don't have that much. You don't as much control as you think you have. You definitely don't have that much influence to stop somebody from watching another human being on this free apparatus that for the free 99, anybody who has an internet connection of any kind uh, can get on here, watch, click a button, and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Even
So
if you got dial up.
yeah, I mean, right. So I don't know. I never understood. I never understood that concept, but it's cute. Uh, oh, but I mean, you can like or dislike, whatever. I don't know her personally. I just think that that's important. I think a lot of times we get so caught up in thinking that uh, people run this area, and they get to dictate where people go and what people say and all that kind of stuff. And I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
when they definitely when their heads get big. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I like it when people just take a stand and say, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to conform," or "No, you're not going to do this," or whatever, whatever. Now, as far as their own personal relationships or me liking anybody in particular, no, I don't watch any of it. I just, since it popped in my time feed, I just started listening and I thought it was entertaining. Um, but I don't mind watching someone who is, standing up for themselves against people who think that they run or they can dictate or they can black out somebody. Like, you don't have the power to do that. Whether she got two people in there, that's two people that's going to watch, and the two people are going to tell two more people, and it's going to go on and so forth. And then eventually people are going to watch. And whoever she garners. Whoever you garner, you'll get. But you don't have no power to dictate that. Other than that, I did hear something about somebody porn bombing YouTube cameras channel. Um, Now, Stomp Down was talking about that. That was funny. I was listening to that on my drive. So definitely check out Stomp Down's commentary on that particular situation. Um, I, I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, you know these people. You know these people better than we know these people because you came from the area where these people come from. So it's like, how do you get that comfortable around these same people to allow your channel to be jeopardized in that way? So, you just got too comfortable, which I guess you should never be.
No, never underestimate what these people will do.
Yeah, like,
Because we've seen shit over the years. A lot of shit we ain't want to see, but we saw. Oh.
that's true. You're God. Um, but yeah, it's like you don't. I don't know. You don't you just don't ever get that comfortable. But yeah, because yeah, yeah. Especially when the people have said it. You know what I'm saying? Like the same people the Queen 88s have said that they were coming. You know what I'm saying? Like they were coming. Like granted, yeah, they may have said a piece. Oh, I was just talking. I was just jabbing it up. That's just to get you relaxed.
Yeah, don't
Relax
believe
enough
them.
to where you put your guard down, and bam. As soon as they know your guard is down and you relax and you think, oh, we good. We squashed our beef. No, no, you always keep
Yeah, you said yeah, you think they squash. You think you squash that beef? They trying to show some beef
right.
and cold cuts.
Right. Uh-uh. What else is like me? Oh wow, that's crazy. But yeah, like you don't you protect your channel at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you can befriend people, but you still want to protect your channel. Like I think that's naive of you to not protect your channel at all costs around people that you may be cool with, but you never know. So why not protect your channel? So that was on you. So, yeah, better luck next time. Be more vigilant. That's all I can say. Other than that, I mean, I don't think really ain't too much really moving and shaking, which is surprising. 'Cause usually when it's hot, motherfuckers start doing dumb shit. But that means a lot of you motherfuckers are out living life, which I applaud. Congratulations. You out there breathing some air, whether it's fresh or not, I do not know. But at least you're out there getting some air, living life. Because last year this time, you motherfuckers was running rampant doing dumb shit. So I applaud, this change of putting, cutting this shit off and going out and touching grass and shit. It's important. Okay, while you still have grass to touch, do it. Who are you talking to? You did not send me anything if you're talking to me. So I don't know who you're talking to. Oh, you were talking to me. What? Oh my God. Is that what's called? Oh, it? Oh. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. I'll,
Okay.
I'll send it to you right
Took me a minute to figure out what that was. has 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 a lot of folds.
a lot of something. I didn't know what was. I'm like, what is that?
Jabba the
Yeah.
Hutt.
And then I'm like, what is that other? Because the other arm thing looks. I'm like,
That's
what?
a tummy.
No, that's an arm. That's a what is that? But it don't match the one that's reached around the one that's like reaching around the other way.
Hmm.
That don't match the rest of the. So it's like, who is that? And then they look like they got nails. So it's like, is that a
Well, I'll
woman?
tell you this much: if she's laying on her back like that, she will definitely suffocate.
Yeah, the titties would definitely kill her. Definitely kill her. Definitely kill her. But yeah, that's a whole lot of something. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know about that. Thanks, Rico. Thank you so much. You just
Well, you ought to know what you're looking for. You know,
now I'll be going to
shit
bed like,
just.
oh, get this thing out of my head. Um,
It's coming for me.
I
It's coming for me. It wants to eat me.
hate this image of that thing.
You'd be like, come here, little man.
I like them small. I
Hmm.
like them small. No, you can't have me.
It's bacon flavored.
Right? Bacon! Um, yeah, so that's thanks. Thank you so much, Rico. Thank you for that. Being very thank you. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think there was anything else pretty much. Yeah, no,
No, that was
absolutely.
it.
Nothing else is really going on. I'm glad you guys are out touching grass. Awesome. Once again, shout out happy birthday to all of my fellow cancers. For those of you celebrating your birthdays, party on, rock out with
Is it
it.
still that time? Oh my God. Feels
Yes,
like forever. It
right,
feels like forever.
as it is forever. Um, yes. So definitely continue to rock out. Look look at you. Um, anyway, but yeah. Oh, wow. What is this? That's missed. Oh, that's not. Why is it doing that? No, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I don't. Why is it doing that? Nope. Yes. That. And then nope. That. And then oh, oh, it's oh, I, oh, that is crazy. So you be what? Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I'll try. Uh, you know, Leos, you guys. But cancers are the best. But I could share my time with the rest of the signs. But cancers are the best. What can you say?
Oh Lord.
Uh, well, some cancers. I ain't gonna say all. Some. Hey, Rodney, how are you, buddy? Oh, what he says that he cracks me up. He's like, hey, buddy, thanks for coming by. Um, yeah, some cancers, some of y'all don't deserve to be cancers,
Oh,
and
Lord. That sounds like an exclusive club.
yeah, it makes me cringe the fact that you are a cancer. I'm like, you are definitely too attention. I need attention. Look at me to be a cancer, but it's ridiculous. Um, Leo do everything. Poon Keisha's husband, that's a lie. They do not. They don't. Not everything. Um, lies from the pit. Somebody sent me that. I don't know why anybody sent you that. I don't know why you sent it to me. Ugh. But I guess thank you. But yeah, thank you, but no thank you. Um, what else? I think that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Otherwise, everybody have a great rest of your week. Keep your head on the swivel. You know what, Riri Carter and Poon Keisha's husband, y'all could have a great day. And I can't wait till it's Leo season and you guys can enjoy your season. But until then, it is Cancer season and I will enjoy my season until my season's up. I have a few more days left, so I'm just gonna soak it up. And yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Ronda White sat there and told that lie. We'll be hearing about it for the next 6 months.
That's not true. That is not true. I disagree
Mhm.
wholeheartedly.
That's why I never know when it is even over because it just continues.
You know what? That's a lie. Um, I'm not even falling for that. But yeah. So have a great week, everybody. Keep your head on the swivel. Any parting words that you have, sir? While we
Everybody, just take care.
yes, please.
Be
And
careful out here.
watch
Just
out. Them
please.
kids got measles and mumps and shit. Watch out.
Hmm.
You touch them kids
Cooties. They all got cooties.
got cooties. Kids got cooties. See, nobody's listening to you, Poon Keisha's husband. Nobody knows who's Keisha's husband. Okay, nobody's listening. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got. That is all I got. I'm tired. I've been running around.
Okay, sir.
All right,
Pack it up. Pack it up and get your rest.
I am. Everybody have a blessed night. Until next time. And listen, yes, too, if you have stories and news articles that, because we don't get to see everything, I don't see everything. If you see something that is interesting and you want me to talk about it, drop it in my DM. That sounds so nasty. But shoot me a DM with the article or
I don't know if that was even better.
I don't know.
Dropping and shooting. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Place no.
Email it to him. That's about as clean as you gonna get.
Or
email it to my
the article or whatever, so we can go over it. I can read it and shoot it to Brother Nate, and then we can discuss it on the show. So please, because I do like the interaction that we all share, because of course learning and teaching each other and learning new things and different things that's going on that we may miss with our everyday hustle and bustle.
Yeah, because so much stuff going on.
Yeah, it really is.
And you just cannot keep up with it now. Yeah. It's like every 15 minutes is something else.
Right, and it's almost like it's done on purpose to overflood everything and overwhelm people. So you got to stay on top of it.
Yeah,
but
definitely, we thank you for keeping us aware of things going on.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Thank you. And until next time, I think we's out of here. Peace and hair grease.